Hey everybody, it's Shonda here, and I am bringing us our channeled message for the week of October 20th, 2025. And this message will just find you whenever you're supposed to hear it or need it at the same time. The message for this week, the word that I got for this week was breathe. And when Spirit was saying breathe, when I was hearing the ancestors say breathe, they're saying, breathing, it's more than just like, oh, slow down. Like, that's not what they're saying. Um, they want us to think about this as breathe so that you can be just as intentional with yourself and just as intentional with your life as you keep claiming that you want to breathe. Breathe before saying yes. Breathe so that you actually can be responsive over being reactive. Breathe so that you can make decisions grounded in clarity, grounded in understanding, grounded in wisdom, grounded in the divine, the certainty, and the rootedness within yourself. Breathe this week so you can have the energy to see through people's BS if you need to. Breathe this week so that, right, I just keep hearing so that you can really shift out of this impulsivity. Like you've been really impulsive. You've been so anxious to get to the other side, so anxious to get into the next season, but you're not breathing. And when you start breathing, you start contracting. When you start contracting, you start blocking. When you start blocking, energy becomes stagnant. And so now your blessings can't flow to you. Now your miracles can't flow to you. Now you feel stuck. Now you feel like, am I tripping? Did I hear wrong? No, you're not breathing. Let go. Let go of the control. Breathe. Because you're doing this and you're tensing up and you're not letting energy that needs to flow not just to you but through your body. When you tense up because you're trying to anticipate what's next, you think it's in your head and you think it's just you in that situation, but your body is tensing up, which means the energy in your body is tensing up, which now means your energy field is tensing up and things can't find you. Blessings can't find you. Abundance can't find you because you're like this instead of like this. So this week, breathe. Breathe. Be intentional with how you move with people. Be intentional with how you speak with people. Be intentional with what you wear. Be intentional with what you say. Breathe before you respond to the question. Breathe before you give them a side eye. Breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And I'm also hearing breathe so you can actually see what it does feel like to let things handle and work out themselves. Breathe so that you literally can watch your harvest. You won't even understand or realize or see that you're sitting in your harvest if you don't even slow down enough to breathe, to take it in, to be intentional, to be grateful, to just watch and look. Right? Breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Okay, I'm going to pull our card, y'all. Let's see what we got for this week. What chakra is calling for us this week? When I think of breath, I immediately think of throat chakra. Y'all know I already be out here thinking about peppermint all day, every day when it comes to how do we heal? How do we heal the things in us that wants to contract, that wants to control? How do we heal those things? All right, I got two. Okay, so throat chakra. I can't make this up, y'all. Okay. So throat chakra, willpower and determination. These are our affirmations. I set clear boundaries for my own behavior and I cultivate a strong will by being true to myself. I use my willpower to accomplish my daily tasks and spiritual goals and to encourage uplifting thoughts and behaviors in myself. Doing this will assist me on the next stage, can't make this up, of my physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual growth. I stay in touch with my positive thoughts and truth by avoiding substance abuse. Breathe. My will is strong and my mind is clear. I just heard Breathe so you don't go into those old habits. Breathe so you don't go into those old vices. You've been working so hard to get out of these vices. You've been working so hard to be more disciplined and to really honor the structures and the commitments that you're making to yourself to get you to where you're going. Have that willpower and determination and breathe so that you don't just use it as a scapegoat and an exit. All right, the second one we got is sacral chakra. And, that's our reproductive area, our womb space. Some people even say it's kind of, it could even be included in the lower back. For me, that's kind of like root chakra and a little bit of both. But, your world, I'm just in it. So sexuality, here are our affirmations. I honor and respect my sexuality, and I allow the natural flow of my feelings. Breathe. I acknowledge that my sexual thoughts and feelings will arise, and I release unnecessary guilt regarding sex. I am open to the positive sensual feelings coming to me from others. At the same time, I keep my sexual activities well directed and in balance. Yeah, again, Spirit is saying, you might not lean towards alcohol and you might not lean towards smoking, but it might also look like flirting for you. It might look like always wanting attention for people for you. And breathe so you don't lean into these old habits. Breathe so you don't lean into these old habits. Breathe so you don't lean into these old habits. I heard it like 4 times. When it comes to our crystals, I'm hearing amazonite. I'm hearing amethyst. I'm hearing kyanite for artists, people who are feeling like they're feeling inspired creatively and stuck at the same time. And y'all already know with me, when in doubt, clear quartz it out, okay? Place it on that throat chakra. Place it on that sacral chakra. Meditate with it. Sit for 5 to 10 minutes if you bought that life, 15 to 20. And just breathe. Just breathe and see what comes to you. Just breathe and see what comes up. Right? Herbs. I'm hearing anything in the mint family. So peppermint, basil, anything in the mint family. So you can breathe, so you can open up. I'm also hearing like if you want to do like a mullein, something that's really like ginger, things that are really good for respiratory or just inflammation, lean into that too. Turmeric, I just heard. And it's not necessarily for you to associate these herbs with the chakra. It's really about what you need and what your body needs to feel like it can breathe again. Okay. Movement, things that are going to force you to breathe. Right. Yoga, walking, swimming, cardio, things that are going to require you to breathe, to really breathe. I'm also hearing for people who love being in like cobra positions, heart openers, but also things that are going to require you to open not just your heart, but your throat. And they're connected, right? Those 2 chakras are connected, but things that are going to allow for you to really open up. Of course, breath work, y'all. You can add some meditation, but just breath work. Simple box breathing can be a great way to start. You inhale and count to 4. You exhale, count to 4, and you can hold for 4. Inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4. What's been really working for me lately, and I love a good box breath, is inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 6. And sometimes I'll even play with the numbers. So inhaling for 4, exhaling for 6. Inhaling for 5, exhaling for 7. Like making either the exhale or the inhale one a little bit longer than the other. I find that it helps my nervous system get in a little bit more of a relaxed state a little faster. And I feel a lot more grounded in my body when I take that option and that approach as well. All right. Let me just see if I'm getting anything else, y'all. Yeah, just breathe. Breathe, 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 breathe. Right, where Spirit is like you're underestimating how your lack of deep quality breathing is having your body in this really contracted, tense, trying to stay steps ahead survival. And it's different because a part of you knows that it's going to work out and the other part of you don't trust it as far as you can throw it. And so your body, so instead of your body just coasting in survival mode, it's going in and out between faith and fear. And so that's why it feels heavier than usual. That's why it feels more uncertain than usual. So you gotta breathe this week. It's not negotiable. It's imperative. Okay. All right, y'all. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you can get my Chakra Wellness book. The link is in the description below, where I break down what are chakras, how do you heal them, using movement, meditation, herbs, and crystals. If you want to book an ancestral reading, connect with your loved ones on the other side, and just have a better understanding of what's going on in your life, how it's impacting your wellness, and the things you can do to begin to heal them. And not just heal yourself, but heal your lineage and your line. All right? Sending y'all all the love. Happy week. Keep going, keep growing, keep healing. Peace.